Hello everyone, Jeff the Green Review here. Let's talk about Boston Fern fall care. This is the most popular of all ferns. The popularity started in the 1880s and 1890s when a florist in Philadelphia sent a shipment of ferns to a florist in Cambridge, Massachusetts. One of the ferns in the shipment had these long droopy fronds. So the florist kept it and propagated it, and within a few years it became known as the Boston Fern. The sword ferns are originally native to Florida and other tropical areas in zones 10 to 12, so they're not hardy in northern climates over the winter. They are grown in shady places all across the country in the summer, and they're often used in hanging baskets on porches, gazebos, or shepherd's hook poles. A little fertilizer and keeping the soil moist will give you a healthy fern. Unfortunately, we all fall in love with them and want to take them indoors for the winter. They don't do well indoors in the dry air and low light levels found indoors. Even though they grow in the shade outdoors, there is still more light than many homes have indoors over the winter. The plant tries to adapt to the low light and low humidity by dropping all the leaflets on most of the fronds, creating a huge mess. If you have a room or a greenhouse with high humidity and plenty of light, they'll grow fine over the winter. So try them in a bathroom or someplace that you can get that high humidity. If you want to try to grow them indoors, you can cut off many of these low drooping fronds. They're the ones that are going to lose their leaflets first. The upright fronds that are on top are just starting out and may be able to adapt to the indoor humidity and light, and they're the ones that will eventually bend over and hang down and replace the ones that you've cut off. At the very least, you should cut off any damaged fronds or fronds with yellow leaves or brown leaves, since they'll be the first to fall off indoors. And you should also remove any leaves and debris that have accumulated in the top of the fern over the summer. Move the fern indoors when the house is not using air conditioner or furnace, so the temperature and humidity are the same indoors and out. If the fern is exposed to too cool of temperatures, many of the leaflets will fall off a few weeks later when the plant is indoors. The fern needs high humidity and bright light, and the indoor temperature over the winter can be from the low 60s to the upper 70s. If you do cut it all back, you can keep it in the 50s and it'll kind of stay dormant until the spring. A few weeks before you plan to move it out in the spring, you can repot the plant and cut the root ball in half or in quarters to get more ferns if you want. This is a great fern to have. It can be a lot of problems in the winter if you don't have the right conditions, and you may just want to start over again in the spring. And this is Jeff with the Green Review. Thanks.